Hi there, everybody. Welcome. My name is Carrie. I am City Market's Assistant Outreach and Education Manager. We are so excited to have this class tonight on Ethiopian and Eritrean spicy lentils and injera. I will be sort of behind the scenes off camera, but if you have questions at any point during the class that you'd like to ask me or Mulu, you can type those into the question and answer box. Again, if you have questions, type those into that question and answer box. I will be feeding those to Mulu as they come in, as they're relevant. We can also have some time at the end for questions if people want to ask them then. Yeah, other than that, I will let Mulu take things away, and you'll hear my voice every now and again piping up from behind the camera. So thanks again for joining us.
Hello, hi everyone. Welcome for the cooking class tonight at City Market with Mulu. So today we're going to mix how to make injera. Injera bread is Ethiopian Eritrean bread. It's fermented 3 days and it's kind of sour. And then we're going to make lentils, spicy lentils. This is main dish almost every day. We eat it where I came from, and we're going to do this. Two things. I hope you are ready to cook with me. If you don't have the ingredient today, hopefully we'll try it next time. And then I'm going to start with the injera. And then after we mix the injera, we'll go cook the lentils. If you cannot hear me, please write Carrie, then I can talk a little louder. And I just want to tell you who I am, a little bit about me. My name is Mulu. I am from Eritrea. It's northern Ethiopia. It's in East Africa. I've been here since 2006 in Vermont. I live in South Burlington with my family. And I thank you to City Market. They invite me again to do this cooking class and share my food, my culture. It's really important for me to share with Vermonters. And let's cook. Okay, so to make injera, you need, where I came from, we do teff. Teff is a grain, it's gluten-free, a small, so you can do that by itself, but today we're going to mix 3 flours. One is teff flours, which is I fermented for 3 days, so I'm going to show you here. So I just want to show you before I mix it. So this one, you find it in 3 days this way. You see the water is in the top of the flour. It kind of smells sour. I hope you can smell with me. I wish you can smell with me. This is a sour. So I'm going to drain the water here. So we have to keep the water because we need it. We cannot add any water from the sink. So we need to. So here we go. This is the teff. So you can see the teff is brown. It's very dark brown. It's so. If you are gluten-free, you're planning to make injera, you can make teff, brown rice, oat flour. You can see this oat flour. Then you can do sorghum flour. You can mix this all together and make injera. You don't have to have the second dough, the second batch with self-rising and barley flour. So in the beginning, we're going to mix this one, the teff flour. So we're going to mix the 2 dough together, or you call butter or dough. So this is again, another one is here. So this is the water. After you mix this one, you found it, the water or the bubbling little bit like this. So still the water, we can keep it because we need it to see how thick is injera, how do we need more, do we need less, we can use it. So this is rising white flour and barley flour. So these two, we're going to mix it together for half an hour. Then we leave them by itself. Then we're going to make injera. So where I came from, injera is the main bread. Like other countries, they eat some rice, some pasta. So injera is for us. We eat it lunch and dinner. We eat it breakfast as a special, but not every day. We have different breakfast. But this one, we have to have this. Have lunch. Any dishes you can cook, any spicy, non-spicy, vegetarian, vegan, or meat, any dish you cook, you can eat with this one.
Someone wanted to know what you think about millet flour. Have you ever used millet?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do millet flours too. So it's so many flour you can use, except if you want to avoid the white flour, you can use all these different flours. So this is one way I'm going to show you. But another way, You can mix it all the flours in one pot here. The only thing is in the recipe, I'm not sure if I'm adding or not. You leave some starter from here for next time, or if you are planning to start it from now on, you need some yeast to use for dry yeast. You can mix it with dry yeast, the water for 3 days, and that could be your starter. Like sourdough bread, you need a starter. So now this is ready. So we're going to use from the teff flour into this flour to mix it. So we can do as much as we want. Maybe this is the reason I put it in 2 different ways, because it's fermented different way. It's somehow the injera the bubbling turn well. So I'm going to put maybe 3 tablespoons here, and then I'm going to mix it. Sometimes if you don't want to use this, you can use electric mixer, like when you make cake or something, you can mix it with that too. So this is it. So this one looks very thick, so you need water. The water we save from the top. You cannot use water from the sink. Well, if you don't have enough water, still you can use from the sink, cold water, but keep it in the freezer door maybe. Okay, so this is one way I'm going to show you. So if you see the dough is look it, very thick. So I'm going to add more water.
So someone asked if we could go over the flour and water amounts one more time, just because there was that typo in the original recipe. It should be 4 cups, based on your recipe, right? It should be 4 cups of teff and then the 4 of the other, and then just kind of enough water to thin it out.
Yes, okay. You have to leave it with a cup of water. After you mix it very well, you leave it with water. So slowly, the dough will be in the bottom, the water will be in the top. So you can drain the water slowly and you keep it this way. Yes. So this is mix it enough now. I can see it's nice and buttered like a pancake when you make a pancake. So you leave it this for half an hour. So I will show you different way. This is maybe it's more work, but if you want simple way, if you use any flour you want, you can mix it in one with the starter. Then you need water. I'm going to show you here. So I'm going to turn on. You put some water, maybe 1 for this, so we don't have a lot. This is maybe about 4 injera. So we can make water here, just 1 cup water. We're going to boil the water. So this is for the people you're going to mix it all the flour in one pot. Then you need hot water to mix it.
A lot of questions coming in. What is a good alternative if I can't find teff flour anywhere? So you don't need teff flour, right? You can use all the other ones.
No. So you can use, I use brown rice. It's gluten-free. And then you can use oat flour and sorghum flour. Maybe Carrie will spell for you. It's sorghum flour or millet flour. And then if you want to add a little bit self-rising flour, you can use that too. But I know in city market they sell barley flour. It's when you scoop it, it's not in package like this, but it's in the pound area.
The bulk section,
yeah. The bulk section. Yep. So you can buy barley flour too. So. But
you could do it 100% teff if you can find teff, right?
So, if you want to buy teff, I can tell you where to find. I don't think city market they carry it, but healthy living they carry it. It's same time. You're going to buy pound. It's not a package or nothing.
Yeah.
And then you can buy online. They have called Teff Company. If you Google Teff Company, they have teff on sale. You can buy 5 pound or 0.5 pound. Is in your diet. Okay, so this is done. So we're going to cover it. I'm going to leave it this for half an hour while we're cooking our lentil. We'll see how it's gone. Okay, I'll put it here for now. And then this one, when the water is boiling, I put just 1 cup water. So This is a gluten-free one. If you have any question, please let me know. If you didn't understand, I want you to understand. I want you to try. I have a lot of, when I do cooking class, I have a lot of customers. They learn from me and they cook for their family and they send me pictures. They make the injera better than me. They make the sauce better than me. So I really want you to try. It's little time consuming, but when you have day off or weekend, for sure you can do it.
Someone wants to know if corn flour is the same thing as corn starch.
Not cornstarch, the corn flour. You mean, oh, no, the cornstarch we never use.
Yeah, no, not cornstarch, corn flour.
No, just corn flour, yeah.
And someone else asked why using self-rising flour after letting it sit for 3 days, hasn't it finished all of its like leavening activity at that point?
For some reason, sometimes when you do it only egg or different flours, the injera is dry. But when you use a little bit self-rising flour, the injera is soft, more bubbling. So it doesn't look dry or no bubbling. The injera, good injera have to have nice bubbling in the surface. So sometimes the F only, you will see the difference later when I make F only and the mixed only, you can see the difference. What's the difference? So that's why we use self-rising. But where I came from, we don't use self-rising at all. We use, sometimes we use sorghum, but most of 90% people, they use F only, or some people, they use millet or sorghum. They add it. So the water is boiling right now. I hope you are seeing the water is boiling. So I'm going to take 1 spoon out from this egg flour. Not egg flour, it's from the dough, but this is just only egg. So I'm going to mix it.
And yes, we do carry teff at City Market. Sometimes we carry the Bob's Red Mill, the bagged kind. We don't have it in the bulk section.
Oh.
It's just occasionally one of those things that we have trouble keeping in stock. So I would definitely recommend calling ahead.
Yeah, maybe I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have it bagged.
Great. So this one is a thick, I hope you can see it. It's just like this. So I'm going to mix it with this flour. Give me a good name. I keep calling it flour, but it's a dough, a butter.
Batter, yeah.
Okay, the butter. So it's very thick. Then you're going to mix it here. I will show you exactly in half an hour what change. You can see the bubbling, the fermenting. It's really different. So.
And Mulu and I talked a little bit earlier, and we realized that the recipe had an error in it that was my fault. So we will definitely send out the updated recipe. I think some people got that, the one with the typo, so I apologize for that, but we will send you, now that you're gonna watch Mulu and see how it's all done, I'll send you the recipe and we'll make sure that everybody has the correct version.
Yes. You just need a starter. Without starter, you cannot make injera. It doesn't feel sour or, yeah.
Someone's saying you can get teff on Amazon, like you're saying, you can buy it online. Yep.
You get so many these days. I brought them because I do, by the way, I do take out dinner in Burlington area. So I buy a lot of like about 100 pounds if I got from wholesale. So I'm adding a little bit of water, the same water, because the butter becomes very thick. So I make sure it's a little bit loose.
It almost looks like crepe batter, like it's a little bit thinner than like American pancakes, but it's like crepe.
Yeah, it's a little thinner, but depends how thick or thin you want your injera. You don't want to be very watery.
Right.
If it's too watery, it's very hard to change it. Better to add little by little water, because if it's too loose and it's watery, it's not going to be nice injera. So
You sort of already answered this one because you said you buy yours wholesale, but someone wanted to know if you ever grind your own teff flour, because they can buy the grains.
Not here, but where I came from, yes. But here I never grind myself. I'm kind of spoiled. You come to my door, UPS bring it from one of the place called in Minnesota. I used to order from Teff company, but now I have another woman. It's good to support her. She's from Minnesota. She has a company for many ingredients. I'll show you later when we cook. I have spicy I buy from her. So yeah, I didn't grind it myself. I'm enjoying coming here. I'm smiling behind my mask.
We love having you here.
Thank you. So this is, I want to show you how thick it is. Right now it looks like thick, but later, I hope you can see it. It's very thick. I'm going to leave it this way because later, if I needed to add more water, I can add it. So I have still here some water. So I'm going to rinse a little bit with spoon. I just don't want to waste the dough. So there we go. So we can leave this one. Everything is going to be leave it covered. Then in half an hour, oh, we'll see. Maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. We'll see how it looks like. Okay, let's cook now. I'm going to move it from my way. I'm going to start cooking. Okay, I am going to wash my hand and we're going to start cooking. Thanks. Okay, so this is injera part. We're going to make an injera together. I have some skillet. We're going to do it, but now we're going to cook lentils. I think most of people know lentils. Maybe they cook it different way, but this is the way we cook it. I want to show you. So the ingredient, you need onion. You can have as much as you can onion. Onion is good, make it thick the sauce. So I'm going to use, this is big medium onion, so I'm going to use 2 onion. You can have, if it's smaller, you can have 3 medium onion. Then we need some oil to cook with that. I use canola oil, vegetable oil, either one of whatever you have. And then we do this called spicy. So this is the spicy we're going to use. It's berbere. It's berbere is chili pepper that is grinded with so many different seasonings. So this is spicy. It's not too hot. It's a good spicy. It's with flavor. It's not something burn your mouth, but if you want some heat in your diet, this is really good berbere. Then we need salt and pepper and tomato. So you can use fresh tomato or you can use crushed tomato. So we're going to use this crushed tomato, no flavor one. Don't use the flavor one, just the plain one. So we're going to do that.
Someone wanted to know, going back to the injera really quick, what's the purpose of adding that little bit of batter into the boiling water? And then is it just kind of activating everything?
It make it a little bit, when you do yeast bread, you know, it's making poof, you know.
Yeah, so it's kind of activating the good bacteria in there, the warmth.
For some reason, because the other one has sulfurizing, the sulfurizing will help it to make it a little bit higher. But the egg flour is 100% egg, no sulfurizing, so it's the hot water, whatever I did, it's helped it. You will see when the bubbling in the top in half an hour how different it is. Yes. Okay.
And like I said, I apologize for the errors in the original recipe, so I will make sure to get the correct measurements and everything from Mulu and send out another recipe version now that everybody is going to get the chance to watch Mulu and see how it's done. So that's on me. Apologies, but we'll get the right one out to everybody.
Right. So we're going to chop onion for our lentils. So I have 2 onions, or you can have 3 medium, small one. This is a big onion, large onion. So I'm going to use 2. So way how to chop onion maybe, but this is my way. I hope you're going to like it. I hope you learn something small tonight from me, because I really want to learn from people, so I want somebody to learn from me tonight.
I love watching everybody chop onions, because we use onions in so many of our cooking classes, and everybody has a different way to do it.
Yeah, the good thing, a lot of dishes need onion, a lot of different kinds of food, yeah. There we go. Did you ever eat my food in Burlington? If you are from Burlington area, did you had my takeout dinner or pop-up dinner or catering? Did you have any food from Mulu's Kitchen, Ethiopian and Eritrean cooking in Vermont? I hope you will find me. Carol will send you some link, my website. I'm doing some catering and pop-up dinner. Right now, we don't do pop-up dinner a lot because of the COVID, but I do takeout dinner once a month. And yeah, it's going well. Okay, this is the way I'm chopping my onion. There you go.
Yeah, and I'll send Mulu's link to her website out when I send the survey link out after class as well, so everybody can check that out and eat some of Mulu's food in the area.
Yeah. There we go. So I like the onion as much as I can to make very small and thin. Dice as you can. It's not big, no chunk, but sure you dice them thin and thin.
Someone asked, there's a restaurant near me that sells lentil dishes that are close to the description of yours. One has bearberry and one has turmeric. Is there,
Yes.
What's the difference?
The different one is curry, non-spicy. It's very mild spicy. The second one is bearberry. Bearberry is spicy. So almost the same ingredient, except the other one used curry and turmeric, and then the other one used bearberry. But other than that, same ingredient. So
Yeah.
Can you tell me what did you eat?
Yeah, I say Mulu's taught both of those, right? You taught your curry lentils before with us too.
It's from different state or different town?
Yeah, that's the other thing. If people are watching from elsewhere, I'd love to know where people are watching from, whether you're here in Burlington, in the Burlington area, or if you're watching from somewhere else. I'd love if you want to put in the chat where you're watching from, because we found out that our classes are reaching a much wider audience than we thought, which is pretty cool. And if you are in the Burlington area, we'll send you Mulu's link, and we'll send you the link to the dinner. It's fantastic. If you get a chance to eat Mulu's food, take it. I'm sorry you can't all be here eating tonight.
If you love onion, garlic, and ginger, that's basically my food. Is everything French from scratch. I use a lot of onion, a lot of ginger, a lot of garlic, and jalapeno. I told my friend jalapeno is not spicy, but they think it's too spicy.
Not everybody has your spicy tolerance.
Yeah. Okay, this is almost ready. I'm almost finished chopping our onion. This is the onion. I hope some of you are cooking with me. If not, just watch and we'll cook next time.
The person who asked about that is in DC.
Oh, so I have not compared my food with DC. This is Vermont spicy.
Yeah. We're getting people from California, Oregon.
Oh, I love it. Thank you for coming from the west, east, wherever you came from. I really appreciate it. Thank you. This is a good experience for me. You know, I just want to share my food in different ways. So I'm sharing with someone far away. So it's very good.
Canada, Australia.
Oh, my goodness.
Someone asked in the past when I've tried to make injera, the water teff mixture was covered with a towel, but it got so funky I was worried about using it. How do you know when you should start a new batch? Like if it gets too funky, are there warning signs?
You change the water. You can change the water because the starter, when you keep it, it looks like not good looking. So you can change the water. Like if I leave some, for example, if I leave something a little bit dough here, you can put water. The water will be in the tub, then drain the water. Change it maybe every 2-3 days, the new water. That way it will look maybe better. Did I answer her question? That was okay, great. So the onion is here. I hope you can see it. It's ready to cook. I have my pot here. I am going to put the onion right in the pot. There we go.
Do you make your own bearberry or do you buy it? If so, where do you buy it from?
Sure. I am planning to make my own bearberry just to try, but when I do cook for a lot of people, it's going to be a lot of bearberry. So I buy my bearberry from DC, from wholesale. If you want to buy, if you are around here local, we don't have much store, African store for bearberry, but you can buy from City Market. They have one company. You can buy from there. But if you or in a big city, they have Ethiopian store. You can buy from Eritrean or Ethiopian store, or online, Amazon, they sell it, so you can check it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put some oil in our onion. I know, I'm not measuring it, I know, but Yeah.
The person from DC who asked about the two different lentil dishes says that they believe DC has the largest population of Ethiopian residents outside of Ethiopia. Apparently it's a place where a lot of Ethiopian people
Yes,
are living.
I believe so. That's why they gave them a street called Little Ethiopia.
Cool.
And but tell her, please, I am originally from Eritrea. It's northern Ethiopia, but our food is the same. Our culture, basically mostly the same with Ethiopian Eritrean culture. The people look like same, but it's two different countries. But they eat injera, we eat injera. We eat all the sauce. They eat maybe different house, different kind cook. The way they cook is different maybe, but yes. I'm going to wash my hand and I'm coming back.
Got some more people from Burlington, South Burlington, more Canada. Love it. Yeah, I love how even though we've had to go virtual and can't have everybody come eat with us, it's opened it up to a lot more people, which is nice. More Texas.
Oh, tell them once you can cook, because you know COVID is finished.
Yeah, we've already heard that. Once COVID's done, Mulu can do private dinners.
Private cooking class for you. Okay, I'm here. My hand is clean again. So we're going to chop our garlic and ginger we have. So yeah, when I know this time is not good time, but when the COVID finish, I do some private cooking class. So if you want to invite me for birthday party, for any occasion, I would love to come and cook for you.
Yep. Someone wanted to know if you could use coconut or olive oil instead of vegetable or canola.
Yes, you can do that. I never use coconut oil to tell you, but yes, olive oil, yes, I use that. And sometimes I use sesame oil as well. It's really good, but I'm not sure about coconut oil. I don't know if the flavor would be changed.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend refined, like the less coconutty one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe not this heavy flavor in it.
Yeah, like you can get refined coconut oil, which just kind of tastes very, very mildly of coconut rather than the super unrefined coconutty one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you have different flavor or you like different oil, give it a try. It's always nothing is written. You can change it. It's the way how many spices you can do. You can change it. If you don't like garlic, I don't know anybody doesn't like garlic, but if you don't like garlic, you can skip the garlic. But I assume everybody eats garlic.
So we have the onions and the oil cooking. We haven't added the lentils yet.
Not yet. So yeah, the onion need maybe another 5 to 10 minutes. You know, it still have to be a little bit browning or a little bit cooked. So I'm chopping the garlic and the ginger. Then, the lentil will add it later after all the ingredient is added. And
someone asked, why can't you use tap water to thin it out? Is it that, like, why are you adding back the water that you poured off rather than adding just fresh water?
Oh, it's injera, it's flat, no bubbling. The sourness is the same, maybe, but injera have to be a little thicker and bubbling. If you put water from the sink, it just flat.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why.
I think it's because it's got, like the chlorine and stuff, like the chemicals that are in the water.
Yeah,
maybe.
so, I mean, if you don't have enough water left from here, you can use it. Sometimes I use that, and then I put the dough in the fridge or the butter for between 45 to an hour, then it changes a little bit.
Just kind of let it come back to stasis.
Okay.
A lot of good questions coming in. Love it.
Oh yeah, and I hope I'm answering your question. I'm trying my best. I'm chopping the garlic right now. Okay, we need 2 spoon garlic, so 1 teaspoon. So we need a lot of garlic.
Yeah, the good thing about this recipe, Mulu's made this before, is it's really adjustable to your taste. Like she said, if you hate garlic, don't put garlic in it. If you love ginger, put a whole bunch more in. So it's one of those, like, make it according to the recipe maybe to start, but then change it up for your taste.
Exactly. So,
here's someone who's from the UK who says most of Ethiopia where injera is cooked is high altitude, so it can be difficult to get it looking good when you cook it down at sea level. So just the geographical changes of the country.
Oh, in fact, here it changed from summer to winter. Depends. Sometimes injera is give you hard time to be good injera because of too hot. Or sometimes too cold, you need 4 days instead of 3 days. So yes, maybe the weather affects the dough somehow. Yeah. So where I came from, we never pay attention. Oh, because of the weather, the injera is bad. No, usually, consistently, it's the same. It's not something one day good, one day bad. But here, for some reason, could be the water, could be the temperature. Yeah, it's changed.
It's kind of like sourdough bread. It's the same idea as like a starter. Sometimes your sourdough goes crazy, and sometimes your sourdough doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do.
Oh, nice. So this is your first time learning Ethiopian cooking or Eritrean cooking, or did you already had in some restaurants, some places, or this is your first time? I wish I can share the smell. The smell onion is good, or my body will smell like onion. So this is a garlic and this is a ginger. I'm going to dice some. So ready. Yeah, cooking become my passion because before where I came from, I never cooked for big family. I just cook maybe one dish because I have to cook. But when I came to Vermont before I moved to Vermont, I was in Montreal, my favorite city. I immigrated to Canada, to Montreal. And I never make injera. They have a store from Eritrean and Ethiopian store. I have my family there too, my aunt and family. So they give me injera. I don't bother to make them my own. But when I got married, I moved to Vermont. Vermont became my second home. I've been here 15 years. So, well, I learned by watching when my family cook, when my aunt, my grandma, they cook, I just learning, and then I have passion to cook many different kinds of food. So slowly, a friend of mine here in Vermont, he went to Ethiopia for work, and when he came back from Ethiopia, I met him through his mom. So he told me, can you cook for me for 20 people for a party? And I really want vegetarian dishes. Then I say, sure, I would love to, because he brought me some spicy from Ethiopia. So I was really happy to cook for him. When I cook for him, he paid me. Then he asked me, oh, my friend, when he loved your food, would you cook for him too, for 20 people? I say, sure. Then slowly, people will know me. I just love sharing and cooking. Then I didn't have catering license. I just doing it for friends and family because I wasn't sure. I was working as nursing aide, so I wasn't sure I will cook and share the food or sell the food. Never think this before, but somehow it just came to me, and I love cooking until now. This is many years ago. It was 2009. So about, I think, 11 years maybe. And then we start doing one of our friends, she invite us, they do pop-up dinner in downtown Burlington. Would you like to do Ethiopian, Eritrean dinner one Sunday a month? I say, sure. Then we did it for 5 years. Burlington is we don't have Ethiopian or Eritrean restaurant or store, anything. So people is excited to try different countries' food. So we were really excited to talk to her. But this was I was doing it with my friend Alganish. But Alganish she had her own catering business, and I have my own catering business. So we do both of us separate, but it's the same food. And now here we go. I have a lot of customers. Because of my customers, I'm doing it every month because they want to come back again, and I appreciate them while I'm here. So our onion is good. It's getting brown now soon. I am going to wash my hand again, and then I don't know if you can see, but this is the garlic and ginger. I diced them. It's ready to go. coming back.
We have someone in the chat saying they're watching from LA, and there's a lot of great restaurants, Ethiopian restaurants there, because they have a lot of Ethiopian people there. Yeah. Yeah, Vermont's a little different than LA, exactly. We had someone who said they made Injera once, and they asked an Eritrean friend to try it. She said, I fermented it too long, and it was too strong, but it was good for a first try, so that's something to watch out for.
Exactly. If you ferment it too long, that's a trick. It's too sour. Injera is supposed to be sour, but for a lot of people, they don't like too sour because this is the way they like it. Either they will like it or they don't like it. No between. Some people, they just love eating Injera even without no sauce.
Me. That's me. I love Injera. Yeah. Every time Mulu makes Injera, I'm just like, I just want to eat breakfast of just Injera.
Exactly, but some people, they don't like it. They taste it, they don't like it. Maybe it's too sour, the texture is different than normal bread. So yeah, but don't stop, keep trying. Maybe instead of 4 days, try with 2 days or 3 days. That way we'll have little sour, but not strong.
Someone asked, how often do you change out the water from the dough while you're fermenting it? I don't think you change.
If you make it once a week, you don't need to change it. I mean, you change it when you make it, you drain the water, you use the bottom one. But if you plan to do once a month, you keep it in fridge. Maybe change it 3-4 days, the water. You can change the water every 3-4 days. But if you're planning to do once a week, you don't need to change it. Just keep it in fridge. Then drain, when you mix it, drain the water. Just don't use it. Use the bottom one. There we go. This is getting ready. So we're about to add our barley and tomato.
Someone else asked if you have mita, which I think is another spice blend,
oh,
right?
Yeah, I'll show them.
Yeah.
I have it. You remember I showed you today?
Yeah. Good question, whoever asked that, because she's actually got some with her here today.
Yes, I have some mita. We usually eat it when you eat beef or mostly you eat it with meat. So this is mita. I don't know if you can see it, but this is mita. It's a little spicier than the barley. This is the barley. It's both of them. It's a chili, but a little bit different chili for the mita. And this is, it could be like the Mexican chili spices. It's red and small, and this is the barley. So mita is, you can eat it. It's good to put it in top of any veggie or meat. Mostly we eat it with meat, but if you are vegetarian, you can put a little sprinkle in the vegetarian too. Okay, so this is ready. I'm going to continue. I just want to show you. This is the onion, change a little bit brown now. So I am going to add some barley. Or you can add the garlic ginger too. All three of them just to save time. We have a little time. So I'm going to put 4 of these will be 2 tablespoons. I think we love spicy. It's okay if I add a little bit, but if you don't like it, you just make 2 or 1 or 3. Depends how spicy you want your sauce.
James says he puts mita on tofu scramble.
Oh,
he makes like a breakfast thing. So
yeah, that's really good. It's very satisfying, spicy, you know,
yeah.
If you eat that, you sweat, especially in cold weather, it's perfect today. So this is it. You see, I put some, oh my God, this is nice smell. The barley is here.
Someone said they've made instant Injera before. They've not tried the 3-day fermented version, but they love Injera and they've made instant Injera. I'm not even sure how would you do that? Just like with baking soda or baking powder?
I'm not sure, but
let us know.
But for sure. I know some of the East African, they do that, the Somalian area. But for us, we cannot eat that. It has to be sour. I know what you mean. It's maybe in 2 hours. That's what I meant. Instead, 2 hours.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that, but it's not the same with this Injera. Sorry. So I'm putting the garlic and the ginger with the barley. And then next, the tomatoes coming up. So this is the base. You can cook the same way if you want to add meat instead of lentil. You can use for beef or chicken. It's a little bit more onion maybe for chicken or beef, but I hope you are following me. This is it. So far is the onion, oil, garlic, ginger, and the spicy. So I'm going to add the tomato. So the tomato, you can use fresh tomato if you're not planning to use any canned tomato. So if you want too spicy, you can do half of it. Because the tomato make it cool down the onion, the barley. So you can do half of it if you think it's too much for this dish, because you don't want to take only tomato. You use 2 onions instead of 3, so that make a difference. So I'm going to mix it here. Okay, it's looking good. Or if you use all the tomato, you can use it. Then you can add 1 teaspoon of butter. That will do it. Okay.
This kitchen smells so good right now. I wish everybody could be here and smelling this.
So I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just we need 15 to 20 minutes. We can leave it here. You can check it every 5 minutes. And I'm going to find some cover because bubbling is coming up. Perfect. Wait a second.
Somebody asked how large is that can of tomatoes? Is that a 28 ounce?
1 pound.
1 pound can?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 1 pound. Oh no, 28 ounce.
28 ounce.
Almost 2 pound. Okay, I need cover. Do the cover in here?
Yep, in that one right. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, up top. Yes, for the person that asked, we are recording this, and the recording will go up onto our website after a while. It takes us a while to get them up there, but they will go up, and I will send a link out when it's up.
Sure. So I'm going to change my cutting board. I have something to show you. This is not in the recipe, but since we are waiting this to cook, we're going to make cucumber, tomato, jalapeno, and red onion salad. It's a little salad on the side of our dishes. You can do this for sure. Some of you have in your fridge cucumber and tomato. You can do it. It's very refreshing, special for summer. So I'm going to change my cutting board and I'm coming back. Going to do this together again.
Okay, the person who makes the instant injera says instant, but you still let it sit for an hour. You use yeast and baking powder. It's not as sour, but it has the right look. The original fermented version. Yeah, the original fermented version is definitely better, but sometimes I'm impatient and don't want to wait 3 days. That's great. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. Maybe if I'm creating injera for 1 hour, 2 hours, I can make quick. Thank you for sharing. It's just the sourness you will miss. That's all, maybe. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of water. This is nice and thick. We don't want it to stick in the bottom, so better to check it every maybe 3-4 minutes or 5 minutes, depending how your heat. You can make the low, a little bit of a low between medium and low. So I'm going to cover it. So we already rinsed it. This is already rinsed, the tomato. So I am going to chop them, almost dice them. Not very too small, not too big. You can see it.
Yes, we did include this salad recipe in the handout. So if everybody got the handout, it's at the bottom of the handout.
You did? Did you send it? Oh, sure.
Someone wanted to know if you can use cilantro instead of parsley in this.
Oh, yeah, you can use that. Even you can leave it without it. Usually we don't use them much cilantro for salad. You can do, but we do tomato, cucumber, and onion. So that's most, and jalapeno. Don't forget your jalapeno. So I'm just dicing the tomato.
Someone asked if there's such a thing as a mix, like an injera mix, like, you know, you have biscuit mix, like Bisquick. Is there such a thing as like injera mix anywhere that you can buy?
Oh, no, as I know, I'll be the first one to buy if I know. But I never heard before, but that's a nice thing to think. Maybe that would be my second business. So I don't know if you in the big city now the injera they make them chips. You can buy them as chips.
Oh.
Depend, could be spicy or non-spicy. So I don't know where it exactly, but I saw them online. They sell them as chips in Germany. There you go. Inferiormus. Perfect. It's nice to have nice kitchen here. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are enjoying watching me too.
Someone here says that they've actually tried Injera mixes before and did not like the results.
Oh, so did they buy them in store? That's in.
Yeah, well, I'd love to know more, James, about where you
Nice.
found.
Oh yeah, I mean nothing is homemade. Nothing is comparing with homemade.
Ilani's Kitchen, it sounds like ELANI.
Oh, Ilani's Kitchen. Wow, I didn't know they sell them that way.
Are jalapenos used a lot in Ethiopian and Eritrean cuisine?
Yes, we do. We eat it with almost everything. I mean, if you cook very spicy food, you don't, not a lot use them, but we have dishes like curry, we have shiro. Shiro is a chickpea powder. It's a sauce you make. So with that, we eat salad, you can eat them. Oh, you can eat them by itself, different way. I hope I can show you next time. This is a jalapeno. So usually you cut them in half, take the seeds out, so you can put something inside. It's tomato, onion. It's a sauce. You put tomato sauce, but not tomato from can. From fresh tomato, you can make a sauce, almost like salsa. So if you put it, you just eat it the way it is. That's another way to eat it. Excellent. So let's do this.
I will say that eating Mulu's food when she comes and cooks for these classes has made my spice tolerance higher. Like she's helping me out, liking spicy food better.
Yeah, I want everybody to try it, even for one day. I know not everybody's gonna be like it, but definitely, if they try it, I would really appreciate. There you go. So the tomato is ready, and we're going to continue chopping our onion and jalapeno. Before that, I'm going to check this one. Okay, it's looking good. It's cooking slow. The more you cook in slow, it tastes more good. There we go. Excellent. So the tomato is ready. Put in the bowl. You put it here. So we don't need this much. We can do it half of it. There you go. So we already rinsed it earlier, so just need to chop them. You can move them top and then just chop them with it. You can dice them, you can do with your hand, you can do with knife. Just you can use the leaves only. So this is here, put it in top. And then we have onion. I can do half of this onion. Perfect. I hope you are with me. We are kind of a little slow here because our sauce needs to be cooked together before we put the lentil. This is very easy and simple dishes and delicious. It's protein too. Special for the vegetarian people, we can use it with as main meal. You can eat it even breakfast if you want to. Doesn't have to be dinner or lunch. And for the people who are watching me from far, from DC or from anywhere big city, I know you get Ethiopian food. It's different, but this is little homemade Vermonters. They love it, and I know the Ethiopian, they have a lot of options, but this is ours. Okay, I'm chopping the onion. It's a red onion for the salad. So you just need to dice it. There we go.
Some someone wants to know, how do you know if you've fermented it too long? Like what, is it just the sour smell or?
The smell plus the taste, basically. When you taste it, will be too sour when you make injera. So you can tell it's too much. Yeah. So the onion is ready. So this is very easy salad. Just you need tomato, red onion, and this is the part, jalapeno. So we don't take the seeds out. We need the heat a little bit there. So I don't take the seeds out, just keep them there. Definitely have to wash my hand maybe after I check this one. Here we go. It's looking good. So far is our salad is right here. I hope you can see it. There we go. We use lemon. The dressing is very lemon. Excellent. So you need for dressing for the salad, you need some olive oil. And then using some olive oil, you can use any olive oil you have in hand. And then we'll put some salt. A little bit salt. And then you need a little bit black pepper. There you go. This is it. And then squeeze lemon. Need some lemon. Make sure the seeds you can take it out. So it's very simple dressing. You can use this dressing for other salad too. Doesn't have to be the same salad, but it's very simple and tasty. You can even add garlic if you think you need something. Okay, so this is our salad. So I'm putting the dressing a little bit here. You can add salt as you go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I hope you can see it. This is our salad. You can use it any time of the day to eat this one for snack.
It's so good. I love making this and just keeping it in my fridge.
Yes, there we go. We done one dish at least, yeah. And I'm going to check it. Hopefully it didn't take more than 5 minutes, yeah. Oh boy, this is looking good. It's bubbling and nice and thick. So I'm going to rinse. Let me show you. I really want to show you the sauce. Hopefully you can see some part. There we go. So I am going to add some water.
Oh yeah, the strainer.
Okay, okay.
I can do it if you want.
There you go. Perfect. So this is, I'm adding some water until I rinse my lentils. I'm going to cover it again. There we go. So I'm going to cover it and rinse my lentils.
Are you going to do the cucumber in the salad as well?
Oh, yes.
Someone taught you.
Thank you. Yeah. Because we can do 2 ways. I didn't know which recipe Carrie sent you.
Yeah.
Definitely, we have cucumber. But if you don't have cucumber in the hand, we make tomato. This is tomato salad, or you can call tomato and cucumber salad. So it's 2 ways. If you Google it in Ethiopian, Eritrean salad, they call it tomato salad. Thank you, all added. Okay.
Sharp-eyed watchers out there.
At least somebody's watching me. I'm happy.
I can do the lentils for you if you want to do the
cucumber. Sure, excellent. Thank you.
I'm just going to go rinse the lentils so that everybody knows where I'm going.
Perfect. So yeah, we can add it cucumber, or we can leave it the way it is. So Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the cucumber. Some people they peel it, but you don't want the skin, but I'll keep it. So there you go. The cutting board is from the garlic, from the tomato. So perfect. Thank you. That's ready for us. So I'm just chopping quick for cucumber. Then we're going to finish up the lentils. Then we're going to put the injera.
And someone asked, what heat level do you have the onions on? Is that medium?
Right now I put number 3, so how did it? Maybe a little bit less than medium, between medium and low. Yeah, if it's too high, burn in the bottom, the taste change, the flavor change if it's burn in the bottom. So it's better to cook slow, and then the flavor get together evenly. There we go. There we go. We're almost done. Perfect.
Someone asked, is olive oil produced in the Horn of Africa? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's in the north of Africa, a lot of close to the Mediterranean, like Morocco. Usually when we buy olive oil, it's made in Italy. But in Africa, I probably, or maybe South Africa too, they have a lot of oil they produce. But yeah, mostly close to the north, they have. But ours is come from somewhere else and we buy them. Excellent. So this is our dressing. You can taste the salad later. You can add salt as needed. You can add lemon as needed. But for now, I'm going to leave it the way it is. And whoever remind me to add my cucumber, thank you. That is, you can do different ways. You can do it only tomatoes, and onion, and jalapeno as well. But here you go. Hopefully, this is even better picture. More green and more red.
Yeah, it's such a good recipe to do in the summer too, when you're like drowning in tomatoes from your garden, because you can just just beautiful summer tomatoes, and you make a big bowl of salad and just so good.
Especially if you grill, this is kind of side salad is.
Mulu did a grilled chicken class with us over the summer, and we did this on the side, and it was so good.
So I hope, here I go.
There we go.
Okay.
Yep, and it's 6:30.
Okay. So this is our lentil. It's rinsed already. It's the orange lentil. Some lentils they cook fast. Some lentils they don't. But this one will take about half an hour. So I'm going to use my spoon to just take a little bit. Here we go. Just rinse it with water. So we need more water. We need the water to be on top of the lentils to cook. It's absorb a lot of water. So don't make it too watery. Okay, so I'm adding another water. You need a lot of water, not too watery, but above of the lentils. Then if you think it's not cooked enough as needed, you can add a little hot water again and again. So I can tell maybe need more water. You can even feel it with your hand. If it's too thick, you need to add water. So I'm going to cover it and leave it the way it is. And then we're going to make the injera now. I'm going to clean around a little bit. And then we'll continue making the injera. I hope you are excited and wish me good luck. I hope the injera is done well. Sometimes it doesn't. So I hope. Thank you. Appreciate that. Excellent. So, did you use second electric for that? Yep. Excellent. So to wash my hand, go in the here. So this is my injera maker. It's called grill skillet, non-stick. So I don't know if you can see it. This is the cover, and this is the skillet. This is about 16 inch, but you don't have to have this one to make injera. You can use, I'm going to add a little bit high, medium for the heat. So this is very medium heat, is small stove. It's hard to manage, so I have to be careful. So this is, I'm doing it in 500, the last number, the heat. So we're going to heat it maybe 5-7 minutes to get heat, or 10. And you can use fry pan for making non-stick fry pan, non-stick like this. And then you need cover. Maybe you can use any cover, like lid, like this. So to make injera, you need something non-stick. It doesn't have to be the same one. If you want to buy, that's fine. I got them online. But if you just want to try with a little fry pan non-stick, you can use that one. So let's see how the dough looks like. I'm going to bring our dough. So we can start with the mixed one with 3 flours. Okay. Excellent. So this doesn't look much different. The teff one, you can see, you can tell it's bubbling a little bit. This one is okay. Just make sure to mix it very well. Sometimes it comes water a little bit again, the more it's it. Excellent. Let's see. I hope you can see how the powder looks like. It's thick and nice. So if the injera is too thick, we can add it still water from the one we save it. But hopefully this will work. So I'm going to bring something.
Someone asked, in the handout, it has you cook the lentils first and then add in the sauce after the lentils are cooked.
Yes, that's another way. If you don't have enough time, you want to do while the lentil is, while the sauce is cooking, you can boil the lentil, cook the lentil. Then you can mix it for 10-15 minutes. Yes, to save time. Otherwise, if you put the lentil in the sauce, it's more flavor and more put together. So you can do both ways.
Time for some injera. This is exciting.
Yeah.
I've only ever eaten it. I've never seen it made.
I hope it's done well and excited. You did all this with me, so I want you to have a good result, yeah? If you have any question or anything, something you want to try, it's not in the recipe or not tonight, you can ask me. I hope I'll get the answer for you, but you can ask me. Okay. Looking good. I can move more.
Smells so good. I'm so hungry.
Excellent. So we're going to check the lentils. It's good to check it sometimes to stick in the bottom. Especially this kind of stuff. If a gas stove is better, but when the electric is stick together. So all looking good so far. I hope you can see it right there. There you go. The color is beautiful. Excellent. Let's see. Yeah, this is getting heat. Maybe another 2 minutes. You can, until then I'm going to do. So you can have any measurement like this with the point. to make it circle. So I'm going to show you 2 ways how to make it. So you need maybe 2.5 scoops with this spoon. About 3 cups? No. Yeah, about 3 cups or 2.5 cups because that will make 1 injera. So let's see. Sometimes some people, they put a little bit of salt and they clean this one. You don't use oil, water, or anything to clean this. You put some, I mean, you can clean it with clean water, but not soap or anything. Sometimes some people, or including me, if it's just to clean it or if it's stick together, you put some salt in the top, then you can use clean kitchen towel or you can use paper towel to clean it. So right now it's heat. I'm going to start the first injera. I'm going to open the cover. And then let's try maybe small one in the middle. So this is the one way we do it. We do circle. I'm doing very small injera. I didn't finish until the end. I'm just hoping it will be turned well. So you wait until it starts bubbling, then you cover it.
Someone asked while we're waiting for that, how thick should the lentil mixture be? Mine's looking thicker than yours, and I'm wondering if I should add more water.
Yes.
It is like a
little warm water.
Yeah.
Not water, but keep adding because mine's going to be thick too while it's boiling right now. So I'm going to cover it. So far it's good. I hope you can see the bubbling. I want you to...
I'll zoom in a little bit.
Here you go. So look at it. It's looking nice and bubbly. I'm going to cover it.
Adjust the camera just a little bit.
When you cover it, you don't need timers. I mean, you can use timers, but for me, since I'm doing this a lot, I use between 1.5 or between 1.5 to 2 minutes. You can open. That way it's cooked. So your lentil is not thick. If it's too thick enough, you can put some water. Warm water is good. Mine is getting thicker too. If you see it, I don't know. But yes, so we don't want to be too thick and then not cooked. So I'm going to add water, a little warm water.
Someone asked, the way that you're doing it this way with adding the raw lentils into the sauce, how long approximately will it take to cook? Okay, this usually is between 25 to 30 minutes, but some lentils doesn't cook easily. Like for example, these lentils, because of maybe organic lentils, that's why one person told me. The other one, little bigger orange, it's cooked between 20 to 30 minutes. This one, a little bit over 30 minutes. So I'm going to open the injera. Okay. Oh, yum. This is so exciting.
Halfway, it's bubbling. So this is looking good. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe the dough needs a little bit of water because over here it's thick, no bubbling. I can see the bubbling on this side. So this is, you can take it out this way. Here you go. This is it.
Yay!
We made it. So I'll show you a different way now.
So Mulu has just taken it off to the side and laid it on top of a clean kitchen towel that's out on the table to stack them.
This is another way we can try. Then if we have to add water, we can add water. So for now, I'm going to put it, this is easy way for many people. They don't have to struggle to make the circle. So you put some dough in the middle. Then you can hold both hands and then do circle this way. I don't know if this is more easier for some people or for other people, but this is one way you can do it. I can tell the dough is a little thick. You can add more water that way. So when you start bubbling like this, you cover it.
And is that sort of steaming the top? Is that why you always have a lid so that the steam gets caught?
Yes, to cook it. If it's not covered, you can see in the top, it's like breakdown, like breaking all over.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Perfect. So, yeah. So I'm going to show you the teff, the gluten-free by itself. Okay, let's make another 2 more. Then maybe we can add a little water. I want you to see the difference maybe. So I'm going to add a little bit of water.
Someone asked if you can repeat what you said about organic lentils. Do they take longer?
Yeah, so the organic lentils take longer than all the non-organic orange lentils. because I did a lot of cooking class with city market lentils, so that's why we saw the difference. Doesn't cook easily, this one. So why didn't the other one cook faster than this? So I didn't read any place, but people told me because the organic take a little longer than the other way. So yeah, you can tell when it's ready. It's gonna be mushy. You can see there. But okay, we're about to open this one.
Yay! It's just like opening a present each time.
Yeah, kind of successful. So this is it. You can see when it's the edge is painted up, that's ready. You know, in fact, it's over ready. So this is looking good. If you're planning to do the way I did it now, circle, don't add too much water because this is, maybe I'll touch with my hand. I'll show you how, this is very thin injera. It's not thick because we did it quick, like the rolling. That way, it's better to be the dough or the butter thicker. Okay, let's try different way now.
Yeah, someone said, how do you recommend getting it off of the cooking surface if you don't have one of those cool woven thingies to shake it off? Yeah, what if you don't have one?
Ooh, that's a tray, you know, flat tray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a spatula or?
Yeah. Yeah. They have a platter. It's a flat platter. It's not curved at the end, it's just flat. You can use that one. Yeah. Or if your hand is not burned, just pick it up, put it in the tray. I'll show you maybe this one. It will work. Okay, so I add a little water because I want you to have that experience. Adding little water doesn't make big difference with injera, except some of them is thicker, some of them is thinner. If you want very thin, not too thick, you can manage this way. So I'm going to have 2.5 of this. Sometimes you don't use all the dough, how fast you can make circle. So this one is, I'm going to do circle way. So I'll do the whole big one. It's not even the seed in my little bit, but I fill it until the end. You can, if you can see it.
Big ones.
So I put some little water. So after this one, we're going to see the teff flour. Okay, at the same time, I need to check my lentils. So
expert multitasking.
It's cooking. Yes, it's getting thicker and thicker. I can tell it's not ready, it's not cooked yet. So I'm going to cover it. Some of them is dripping to my injera. Here you go. So I'm going to cover it, start bubbling everywhere. This is the best one. I really like it. I cover it. So I'm going to add a little water in my lentil. I can see it's thicker, not enough water, but it's not cooked enough yet. So I'm going to use this. And then soon we're going to put some salt and pepper at the end.
For the person asking about the texture, it almost ends up like halfway between a soup and like oatmeal, because it's not really like soupy, but it's saucy enough to pick up with the injera.
It's saucy enough, not soupy. Soup could be a little bit watery. So soupy enough. I mean, like thick soup. When you do, for example, like sweet potato or some carrot soup, very thick, something like that. So I'm going to open this one and I'll show you how you can use without having this one. You can use your hand. I'm going to show you. There you go. Especially if you are planning to bake this injera in a little fry pan, it's more easier to take it out with your hand. So I'm going to open it. There you go. This is, you can see how nice bubbling. It's a little bit here. Still, you can add more water because the dough is a little thick. But this is, I'm going to show you how you can do it with your hand. You can hold it. I know it's hard, but put it this way. I didn't. I don't do that usually. I just try to show you how you can take it out, but this is the way it is. So I can tell the dough needs more water, but now I'm going to show you the other dough, how it looks like. You see the difference?
Yeah, the difference.
And thicker. Okay.
But they are all getting that kind of wavy edge. It's cool.
Yeah. So this is the dough. You remember I told you this is a gluten-free, only 100% teff flour, but you don't have to have teff. You can do with different flour I think I mentioned it earlier in the beginning. I'm going to make low in my heat. So look at it. Remember we did hard water and stuff. This is making difference. I hope you can see the bubbling.
Let me zoom in a little bit.
Yes, it's fermented.
Everybody see the bubbles kind of coming up to the top? There you go.
So I'm going to mix it. Again, if you need more water, still you can add water. Okay. But for now, it's look okay. So I'm going to use the same. I'm going to use the same one. Same scoop. Okay. The reason I'm showing you can do it different way, otherwise it's okay. We're not gluten-free here, so we can use the same thing. There we go. Okay.
How many injera do you think you've made in your life, if you had to put a number to it?
Oh.
You think you've hit 1 million yet?
Okay, let's see, once a month I do 150. In a year, how many do I do? Then I'll tell you for 7 years.
10 would be 1,500 plus another. Oh my gosh.
Math. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Math is not my strong suit.
Yeah. So this is only if one thing I want to tell you. When you stir it in the pot with hot water, make sure stirring quick. Sometimes it's a little like whoop, I don't know what's in English. Sure, help me 1 second. You know, the little one like thick like this.
The like dried out bits, or like the chunks.
Not dry out. You have to quick stir when you mix it with the hot water. Otherwise, you have a little.
Oh, it like cooks it almost, like cooks dough.
Yeah. So this is the tip. Perfect. It's look nice. I'm happy with the bubbling. I hope it tastes good. That's all. So when you use the hot water, 1 cup hot water, or if you have a lot of dough, this is very small dough, maybe 4 injera. But if you do or maybe 1.5 cup water, then you do 1 scoop of the dough. When you mix it very quick, because otherwise thicker and I don't know if you can see it, but I can see here from there it's not mixed well.
All right, so if you do 150 once a month, you do 1,800 just for those dinners, plus you come and make them for us.
Oh,
plus,
God.
Do you make them at home, I'm guessing?
Yes,
for yourself?
Maybe 4 or 5 injera.
So let's say like an average of 2,000 a year.
Okay, I did it maybe, okay. Basically for 7 years I did it that.
So 2,000, 14,000 just for that.
Okay, let's see what look like this one. Oh my God. Well, this is my best. I cannot be, nothing can be wrong. I can see beautiful little oily bubbling. You don't put any oil. I'm just saying oily is when I mean it's not, you know, because I use the hot water. That's why I give it this. And this
you can see the color difference too compared to the dough. It's great. It's such a nice brown.
I'm very satisfied, and I know you can do it. It's very easy. Maybe the first time doesn't turn well. The second time try, but this is it. You can do with so many different flours. So we're going to make one more. Wait. We have a little time before
we have plenty of time. Yeah, we have 10 minutes and we can go over a little bit if we need to. That's fine.
One more injera, then we're going to put salt in our lentil, and then I will show you how you can serve, how you can eat. Okay, one more. Let's see.
And like I said earlier, for those of you that missed it, I will send out the updated recipe one more time after class or tomorrow morning so that everybody can make their own injera now that they've seen how Mulu does it.
Yes. So when Carrie send you my website link, I have my contact there. You can reach me out if you want to buy some spicy, if you live in the area, Burlington area or around here. So I can sell you some spicy berbere. Or if you have dinner, you cook, you want injera, I can sell you some injera. Just I need 5-6 days notes. Or maybe you can try my takeout dinner once a month at O'Brien Community Center. It's through North End Studio. And this is bubbling. I have to cover it now. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is very satisfied. It's really nice. The reason I say that, sometimes it doesn't turn well, so that's why. So let me check the lentils. The lentil is, okay, no need more water. I can tell it's getting maybe another 5 minutes and our lentil is ready. So I'm going to put some salt and there we go. Okay, I'm going to put some salt. Put some salt.
Could you use a cast iron skillet for this? Could you use the cast iron skillet if it had a really good seasoning on it, or would it stick?
No.
Okay.
That one no. But if it's non-stick skillet, they call non-stick fry pan, yes.
So maybe it depends on your seasoning, but it sounds like maybe cast iron would not do very well with this.
I don't think so. I was planning to try, but it's very thick. Maybe the heat will be maybe non-stick. Definitely it's not going to be stick maybe, but the temperature will be slow for the injera because you need something
hot. Yeah, you have that on like 500 degrees, right?
Yeah. There we go. Let's check this injera. So this is our last injera for tonight. I'm going to show you. This is the last one. If you have any question, please let me know. I want you to try this different, any favorite or any convenient flour you have. Just fermented, put it in your fry pan, non-stick, with cover, with lid, and then let's see. This is, take a look at it. There we go. Oh boy, this is the best injera, and I'm so happy. Or if you want to buy this one, you can check them online too if you're planning, or if they have from different, similar but from different area too. Sometimes the Mexican, they use it for maybe too hot. They make a lot of handmade, something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. I think you can see it. Okay, so we're going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can, let me turn on this. And then I know our lentil is ready. I'm going to show you how you can serve it and how you can eat it injera. So give me a second. I'm going to put some injera in the plate. Then we're going to show you. Maybe we can use it. There we go. Perfect. So I can do this one.
Yep.
And then this one too. Then we can see two colors.
Yeah, you can see the color difference between both of them. It's great.
Yes.
Someone else help me do the math. That's awesome. 12,600. You have made a lot of injera.
Oh my God. Yeah, I never think about it. That's kind of cool. Okay.
That's why you have the expert touch. You've made so many that it's just muscle memory at this point.
Oh, there we go. You think this one is good? I'm trying to make a nice presentation for them to show them how you can serve it or how you can eat it.
That's great.
There we go.
This is my favorite part, eating.
So I just cut injera. This is half of the whole, then gluten-free. This is the white one. Then I'm going to show you how you can make. So this is the lentil. I know it's ready because I can, when I turn, I can see how loose it is, not too much. So I'm going to turn off. Okay. So I want to show you how thick is the sauce now. There we go. Maybe you can see it. This is it. Okay, let me add a little salad.
Someone wanted to know if you make your own shiro spice blender. You buy that.
I did. Brought the chickpea flour.
Yeah, maybe we can do that one for a future class too.
Yeah, it's not the same exactly, but it's close to the ingredient we use. So you have to have all the spicy, but from chickpea flour. From chickpea flour, then you have to have all the barley, the ginger, all the dry stuff, because you have to use dry stuff to mix it. Yeah, so let's have a little bit presentation. Does this one look good for you? You can share it with your friends, family, your kids. If too spicy, you can use different spicy curry, turmeric to make it. So I'm going to open my mouth just to show you how we eat it. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is injera. You don't roll it. First, you need to cut some injera. Then you can scoop. You don't need a spoon. Just wash your hand, enjoy it with your hand. So you just scoop something, any sauce, beef, but this is lentil. Very good. It's hot, temperature hot, but delicious. I can need a little bit salt. I can feel the very spicy. It's really good. And this is especially if you are in rush, you can cook it in 1 hour, 2-3 dishes together, and then have for the whole week. Okay,
awesome.
Thank you for watching me, and I really appreciate. If you have any question, Carrie will send you my contact. You can reach me out. I'd love to share my food with you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, like Mulu said, I will send out the links to our class survey to know your thoughts about this. I will send out Mulu's website, the North End Studios dinner link. I'll send out an updated recipe, and especially, I know a lot of people are asking for that gluten-free version, so I will ask Mulu to write down the recipes for those and send that updated recipe out. And yes, the class has been recorded. Like I said, it'll take us a little bit to get it up on the website, but I will send the link out when the recording is up. So thank you all so much. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your evening and the rest of your week. Please check out our class calendar to see other classes, and Mulu will be teaching again in April. So definitely when we publish April classes, hopefully in the next week or so, check that out and join us again with Mulu. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Bye-bye.